I want to bust a few urban legends about healthy eating that too many people seem to have a hard time thinking outside of. So, my first urban legend is that a lot of people think that all foods are okay to eat in moderation. I gotta point out that at one point in history, this was probably true, right? Unfortunately, as a society, we have distorted what food is, right? Nobody in their right mind would think that it's okay to eat wood or crude oil or mercury or gold or silver. Actually, gold and silver maybe in moderation, right? Nobody in their right mind would think that was okay, right? But for some reason, we over the last 200 years, we have added a lot of things into our definition of food that at one point seemed very radical too, right? Trans fats, sugars, chemical additives, and some people would argue that even things that are not Paleolithic have some drawbacks, right? I disagree there, but you get the idea, right? Yes, all foods are probably okay in moderation. The question is, what is food, right? The number two myth is that people seem to think that there's a problem with people who focus too much on healthy eating, right? It's called orthorexia, apparently. Gotta point something out. The real eating disorder is that we like to make public and criticize everybody's eating problems, right? You would never sit around thinking about everybody's individual medication plans or health conditions or things that they need to do, right, for their health, other than diet. Or for some reason, diet becomes the center of attention, right? So I'm recording this in 2022, and over the last year, we've been trying to push this one pharmaceutical drug. And already, a lot of people are rightfully concerned about their privacy on whether or not their stance on this drug, whether or not they want to take it, what they feel about the condition that this drug is preventing or said to prevent, right? People are rightfully concerned about their privacy there, but they're overlooking their privacy to consume this other drug that everybody needs, and it doesn't make any sense at all. That's the real eating disorder, right? The people who want to avoid polluting their bodies, nobody would say we have a pollution control disorder when we want to avoid polluting our planet, right? Nobody would say that, right? But for some reason, when it comes to our bodies, it's everybody else's business. Now, my number three myth, and this one might surprise you, a lot of people get envious about they have a friend or a coworker who can seem to eat all they want and not get fat, right? Actually, those people you should pity. It's the people who can't eat anything and gain weight instantly just by looking at food that you should envy. Let me explain why. Imagine you had some kind of a condition or issue that required you to constantly feed the problem, right? You needed to take lots and lots of medication, or else you're going to lose a lot of weight and possibly die, right? That would be an expensive condition to have, right? Not only in terms of money, but in terms of your time to tend to the problem. So if you can eat 200 calories and satisfy yourself, now you can free up all this extra time and money to go pursue other important things in life, right? For some reason, people seem to think it's okay to be dependent on large volumes of food just to survive, right? When in reality, though, it's a drain, right? Of course, the people who seem to, I don't think there are too many people who can get away with eating only a little bit and gaining a lot of weight, right? There are people who probably believe they don't have to eat very much and gain a lot of weight, but they subconsciously eat it, right? So stop doing that. Subconsciously do other things that actually improve your life, right?